There's the fear of the unknown, fear of suffering, fear of not being good enough, fear of failure. They're the fears that stop us in our tracks.
So in honour of Halloween, we thought we'd talk about fear and how being scared can be a mobilising force. As an SAS instructor, you've got a little bit of insight into that. What can you tell us?
Fear is always going to be there. It's a great driving force. It's a great positive emotion. So always commit to it. Don't look at the bigger picture. Look at the whole thing in its entirety. Break it down. Commit to the smaller parts of it. Take small footsteps. And you'll always feel fear. That will be your driving force through the door. When you feel it, it's your body telling itself to get ready. Normally it's fear that stops people from committing. It's something within them that they've been conformed to in a certain way of thinking that stops them from achieving loads. So like, get ready, get ready, get ready. Get ready to commit to the unknown. So use it as a driving force.
Your experiences, the scenarios that you, let's say, subject people to, not just physical challenges, a lot of it's about confronting your psychological fears and your phobias. What do you hope to achieve by forcing people to confront that? Getting
to know themselves better. There's the fear of the unknown, fear of suffering, fear of not being good enough, fear of failure. Take away the phobias and the main fears. They're the fears that stop us in our tracks.
What's your number? What's your number?
Your mind needs to tell your body to calm down. Stop flailing, because the more that you're flailing around and your body's taking over, the worse the situation you're putting yourself in.
So it's very important to be honest with yourself. Be honest with what you're scared of, break it down and commit to it step by step.
And if I asked you what are the top 3 tips you can offer when it comes to staring down your fears?
Be honest with yourself. Acknowledge what fear it is. Fears come in many forms, and normally it's the fear of not being good enough or the fear of failure. People think because they fail they become a failure, and that's not the case. So be honest and acknowledge what fear it is. Secondly, break it down. If you're scared of heights, for example, don't think that you have to get to the top of the cliff and bungee jump. Take it step by step. Think about breaking it down, just walking up to the cliff, then break it down, getting to the cliff edge, then looking over the cliff. Break it down, and it doesn't matter if you don't succeed that time. When you break it down and you commit to those stages, you've taken a layer off of it. And every time you take a layer off of it, you start to understand about that fear. Therefore, you start to understand about yourself.
Just finally, a mantra that a lot of us like, I actually try to live by this one, is feel the fear and do it anyway. But how do you navigate that line between respecting a well-founded fear but learning to stare down a fear that is just holding you back?
I would say everything starts with you. Only you know what you're scared of. A lot of people might push you in a certain direction and push you in a certain way, which can be too much. Don't get pushed into anything you do not want to do. Break it down yourself and commit. It's all about the commitment phase. Once you commit to your fears and phobias, what you're doing is you're committing to yourself. And when you commit to yourself, you're learning, you're growing, and you will become a better version of who you are.
Well, it sounds like fear gets a bad rap, so we should be committing to it, Halloween or not. Ant Middleton, thanks so much for your time.
You're welcome.
Thanks for watching Body+Soul TV. Click the subscribe button to make sure you never miss a video.